Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast. And there's no applause on this one, but I will give you one of these.
Oh, hey, you.
It was a double tough weekend for the short side of crypto. Every gain I made, and man, they were meager, was a struggle. And we ended up going from small transactions to effectively micro transactions, chasing said gains. This is the hardest way you will ever make an easy living sometimes. And this weekend was definitely a good reminder of that. I ended up bringing home profits in SKL, XTZ, and surprisingly, ANKR. ANKR, personal favorite. Love, love, love. It's still a bit on the high side, in my opinion. I like it much better in the eights and feel like it has more room to move there. It hits a lot of the wickets that I like. Smaller market cap, decent action, legacy facing in a roundabout way. Big fan, and I remain a big fan. Just felt like I just like it a little bit lower for the better opportunity for meaningful movement. It's still a long way from fruition, but as the DeFi continues to grow and expand, ANKR will grow and expand with it. For those into it long, really good staking model, which I fully endorse. XTC, it was simply a bottom purchase. We're going to be putting out a series of videos on the members page shortly. How I do what I do when it comes to short gains. It's not the way. There are as many ways as there are cryptos. It's just the way I do it. Not financial advice, just an illustration in short gains and managing risk. Tezos is one of my go-tos for shorts. Not because I don't believe in the product. I do. Security is good. Governance is good. Algorithm is good. On-chain upgrade mechanism. There is a lot going on with this one. And if you are not familiar with it, get familiar with it. You might like what you see. It's not that I don't believe in their product. I short it because it is shortable. Good action. Good variance. The price has fluctuated almost 20% over the last week or so. That creates lots of opportunities to get in and out quick for a short 5%. And those 5%, they add up. When the market is tight, you have to take what it will give you. And XTZ is it's nothing if not a giver. Again, hard way to make an easy living in 5% at a time is a hard way. But if I can do it, anyone can do it. Not financial advice. Scale was also good to me this weekend as well, but man, it was tough. I absolutely love Scale, and it is hands down my level 2 of choice. I don't think I have ever tiptoed around that. Here's the rub, though. I feel like it is a bit overpriced at this time. Not critically, but enough that I will part with it chasing small gains. Scale had a big pump back on the 15th. If you are not into this, if you're into this one at all, you remember it. And I dumped everything I had, all of it. Scale is actually a long term for me, but I am not. I cannot. I will not ignore a double up when it comes to realizing profits. Numbers on the screen are fine. Numbers in my cash account, they are just better. I don't consider it a betrayal when I sell. I consider it profiting on an investment. Now, isn't that why we do this? To profit on an investment. I was out at 44 cents and I was back in at 32. I would have preferred to wait until it hit the 28-ish. That's kind of where I like it. But with the Bitcoin pump, lots of bets are off and predictability went out the window a little bit. The new floor, 32-ish, it seems to have been established, and I don't see it dropping much past that until Bitcoin shakes out. Again, take what the market will give you, and it has been giving me Scale a little bit. I understand that this is not what we really do here at the podcasts, but I sort of pride myself on not offering financial advice, just telling you what I do. And this is what I have been doing. Small gains lately and minimizing risk. Minimizing risk is the easy part. Stop limits go in right behind the buys. Right now, with the market the way it is, I don't know. And I get that is pretty much the kiss of death for a YouTube crypto channel saying, I don't know. But right now, I don't. With the Bitcoin runaway, legacy money pouring in, the Bitcoin futures, I don't know what it will do to the market long term. So I am being super cautious because I don't like to see gains get away. If I'm going for small profits right now, and I am not going to take a lot of risk on myself to get them. So my stop limits are very narrow under the buys. It just feels to me like a hemorrhage can come at any time, and I will not have my pants down when it does. When crypto plummets, it plummets fast, and the deeper stop limits can get jumped over when everyone is selling. I will not be in that position. And the reason that I am willing to put in all this work is for, ready? AMP. This is how I buy my AMP. This is how I recommend you buy your AMP. One of the best things AMP has going for it is the fact that it is still so stupidly early for it. Tyler himself is calling 5 to 10 years out. You don't have to believe me. Believe the man who made it. 5 to 10 years is an amazingly long time in the crypto world. 5 to 10 years of a somewhat stable coin with an active market throwing money at you to buy AMP with is a recipe for success, and I cannot stress this enough. This is exactly how I do it and how I see it. It takes a different mindset to see a long token as a very long token and form a good plan on how to capitalize on it. You can use your money or you can use other people's money. Long term, both will work just fine. And if you don't want to put in the work on the market, there's no harm in that. But if you are willing to, you not only profit on the AMP and have a good fallback, OPM is zero risk, but you also double up with the market as a whole. Long terms are exactly that, long term. And in a very aggressive market like crypto, long-term money is sleepy money. AMP has tremendous upside, and it will absolutely be the future. Half of all of my profits go straight into AMP at the spot price, and I don't care what that spot price is. It doesn't matter. I'm not using my own money, and when you are spending other people's money, your risk aversion is non-existent. I don't care what the price of AMP is right now. I care what it'll be in 5 years. But I'm also not willing to put my investment money to sleep when there is so much opportunity for gains. Hence, why I do what I do. It is for these reasons that I find AMP to be such a good opportunity for a long-term hold and why I am of the empire. Ultimately, it's your money, it's your choice, your risk. You do you. But for me, I would rather buy AMP with Tezos and ANKR than with Wells Fargo. Give it a think. See if you can come to the same conclusion I have come to. I don't believe tribalism is the way, not in crypto, not at all. Just a quick one today, folks. I hope you consider what I said, and I hope you can expand your mind a bit towards diversification. If you want to know what the podcast is doing on a more immediate time frame, Discord link is in the About section on the YouTube page. It's not my Discord. It's just the Discord, and there is a lot of good information from a lot of very smart people floating around on it. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and yeah, be safe today. Cheers.